Hello, everyone. Welcome to Golden History. This is the Missouri Compromise. Okay, the state of Missouri, as we know today, is located here at this red spot. Okay, on the map, this is the state of Missouri. Below it is Arkansas. To the left, we have Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois, Kentucky, and here is Tennessee. Okay, so what we're going to be discussing today is the start of the Western expansion of the United States, which would do two things. One, strengthen the United States, and also, unfortunately, extend slavery into other regions of the United States. Okay, speaking of that, the extension of slavery. Okay, westward expansion, I just went over, is that moving west would strengthen the nation, but also would cause serious problems within the United States, with between the North and the South, respectively. Okay, the free and slave state situation as the United States is moving westward. In 1819, the Senate was balanced, meaning that there was 11 slave states and 11 free states. Okay, so that way there was an equal amount of both representation in Congress, specifically the Senate, and with that, it allowed senators. Well, it pretty much didn't allow um, any laws be passed that either the North or the South were opposed. Right, a lot of things were end up being in a stalemate. All right, so when Missouri wants to join the Union, they have tried multiple times up to this point over the last couple of years to try to get to join the Union. They want admission into the Union as a slave state, and obviously, the free states senators are not willing to lose their balance in the Senate. Okay, and so multiple times as Missouri asked for admission, they are um, denied. Okay, and this brings up a long debate that has been going on since the um, signing of the Constitution is slavery, right? It's kind of the elephant in the room in Congress for a while, where it really wasn't spoken about because it ended up into large debates and then nothing would get accomplished. But now it's coming to a point where that this issue of slavery is going to have to be discussed, and it's going to have to be resolved between the different states. Okay, the Southerners senators feel during this whole process of Missouri trying to get admitted, they feel that slavery is finally is being threatened. Okay, up until this point, they knew that it would probably be an issue going down the road, but now they feel that it is threatened and that their way of living, right, and that their workforce is going to be disrupted. Okay, so the debate over slavery continues through Congress as Missouri is trying to become a state in our nation. Maine, okay, also begins to apply to become part of the Union as a free state. Okay, and this is interesting because now senators go, okay, here we go. We have Missouri now, and now we have Maine. This could bring a balance, and let it be from 11, 12 slave states and 12 free state senators or representation in government. All right. So they are pretty much okay. We could figure something out here, right? And they sit down and start discussing. And here's just an image of a cartoon from this time period. All right. And then here is the Missouri Compromise. All right, proposed by no other than Henry Clay, the great compromiser. Right. In 1820. In his plan, it admits both Missouri as a slave state and Maine as a free state. And with this, the Louisiana Territory, north of the southern border of Missouri, is free territory. Here, you're going to put my stuff right in front of his face. Bam. How do you like that? And I even go, boom. Here it comes Mr. Golden, just having fun right now. Boop. Huh. Hello, everyone. All right. So, what that means is I'm going to take you back a map. So the Louisiana Territory, north of the southern border of Missouri, would be free territory. So let me pop back 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what that means is this area here is the southern border of Missouri, right? Anything north of there, so from here, all this area, all up here will be free soil. Okay, anything. Oh, sorry. Anything below this line, let's say right here, boop, boop, all through here, is reserved to be slave territory. Okay, so let me go back to here. So what happens with the Missouri Compromise? The first thing, right? Maine up here becomes a free state. Missouri comes in as a slave state, and then there is a line drawn from the bottom, the most southern part of Missouri and over, right? And everything north of that up here, right, is all free. All in here is all slave, okay? And also this other part of the Missouri Compromise is that slave owners now have the legal right to pursue escaped slaves in all U.S. land. So, regardless of where a slave may try to escape from or escape to, that the Southern plantation owners or slave owners now have the right to go get them anywhere. So, if a slave is trying to escape slavery from North Carolina and they get themselves to New Hampshire, they are found by either a bounty hunter or in some other means that they must be returned to North Carolina, right? Something to think about, right? Why um, would Henry Clay propose this? Well, because he probably wanted to get the Southerners' support to make this compromise happen. Okay, but what he also did too is smart thinking is that this line that he drew here, right? All right, all of this is that's a lot of free territory, right? And I think that he believed that this would be broken up enough to eventually take over, the opinion or take over the vote and away from the southern states here. Okay, so take a look at this map for a moment. Right, so as the United States we know it today, here's that Missouri Compromise line. Right, all this is Spanish territory over here, which we'll be discussing as well in this unit. Up here, so the Oregon country is occupied by the U.S. and Great Britain. United States territory, just unorganized, right? And then we see Michigan territory, right? Arkansas territory and Florida territory. So the rest of these here: Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North, South Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, right? These are all states. And up here is we have, Missouri here now, and New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maine, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Okay, and Michigan is still a territory at this point too. So please become familiar with this map. Okay, and the Missouri Compromise. And here's another map to look up as well. Okay, to get kind of familiar with it. So basically, this first plot of land, okay, Missouri on the west side of the Mississippi is the first that's going to be lead to the bigger argument of slavery. All right, this angers the northern senators for in the north in particular for two reasons. One, we have now just extended slavery, right? We just had another portion which they are completely against, and the abolitionist movement or the movement against slavery is starting to build. Not happy about that. And they're also really not happy that if a runaway is found in New York, by law, they're going to have to return them. And so with that, that is a lot for the North to take in, right? That they're going to have to return slaves, or at least they're not going to be able to turn a blind eye legally, helping slaves or anything of that nature. So this is going to be a thorn, this slavery issue, in the side of Congress and in the side of the entire society of America, and it's going to lead to the Civil War. This is really just the onset of that. Okay, so we have again the Missouri Compromise. Missouri is admitted as a slave state in 1821. Maine gets in 1820. Okay, any runaway slaves get to the north, they must be returned by law. The South has the right to go and get them. Okay, anything this Missouri Compromise line is drawn out, the 3630. Anything above in this blue area is free territory. Anything south at this point is slave territory. All right. I hope I didn't go through that too fast for you all today, and we walked away with something. So something to think about too is, why do you think that this Missouri Compromise, why was it popular and why was it unpopular? All right, for the people of the North and the South. All right, I'll leave you with that question today, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. See you later.